What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 91 on my journey to 1200 ELO. So, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into today's game. Switch right over, get some music in the background, and here we go. We are rated 1167. I don't want to play somebody that much lower than me. I might need to change my settings. I shouldn't be matching with people. That dude is rated 987. What is going on? What is going on? This is my last one doing this. I might get in trouble for aborting too many games in a row. I don't know why it changed my settings. That was a little bit aggravating. Okay, we have somebody in our rating range now. We're gonna play d5. Sorry about that, guys. D5. It looks like he's gonna play a London. I typically just go with c5. I don't really know. I play the London, and I don't know what the best way to play against the London is. But this is what I'm gonna go for. We're gonna get the knight out, get our bishop out, blah blah blah. He's not necessarily playing a London that I'm used to. He took. I feel like you don't normally take, but maybe in this circumstance it's okay. So I'm gonna attack the queen. He can do this, or he can push the pawn. He just goes to attack my pawn. This move attacks both the queen and defends my pawn. If he plays check with the bishop, then I have to come back, though. Can't come here. I can just slide my queen over. I could also move my queen up one square. I'm just gonna do it like this. Maybe this is completely wrong, but it's what I'm going for. I can't imagine that this is the best way to play, but perhaps it is. He's got pressure on this. I didn't want to move here because I like the pressure here. I can immediately just play this. I could just bring my rook over. Could just play this. If he takes, I take. I don't see an issue there. I'm just gonna play e6. If he brings his queen here, then perhaps I will move the rook over. But I want to get as developed as I can and castle my king. This pawn is going to be taken eventually as well, so especially with this queen in front of the pawn that would be able to protect it. I did just play a game and I faced a King's Indian and I got kind of wrecked. So at the end of the game, we'll review this game, and then I might show you guys the review for the game I played right before this. So when I get off of work, I try to get settled, chillax for a little bit, kick my shoes off, and then I decide that it is kind of annoying to wait too long to play my chess game for the day. So usually about an hour, 45 minutes after kicking it for a little bit, I decide to work up the nerve to play a game. And yeah, it's been it's been rough going in cold. Like, so my first game usually is like, I'm just, when I say cold, I mean coming in after not like doing any puzzles or doing anything. It's kind of hard sometimes. So I definitely struggle. What is he trying to do? He wants to get here? No. What a weird position my opponent has created for himself. I don't want his knight to come in here. He can't come in here. I'll take, right? So this bishop is super annoying. I'm thinking about doing things like this to try and win it. I could just trade the bishop if I wanted to as well. But right now I'm threatening this, so I'd imagine he takes. That would be my guess. I can take with the queen. I don't have to take with the pawn, actually. Perhaps it is better to take with the queen. Not 100% sure. It does help defend my bishop, which is clearly not living his best life right here. He's not defended, meaning. So we're significantly up on time. My opponent is thinking. He's played a weird game so far. Like, I don't play positions like this too often. So I think attacking, winning tempos is a good idea. He's had to move the same few pieces a few times now. And I'm basically fully developed. I'm going to castle, my rooks will be connected, and we'll be feeling good. I could take this and open up the file. I could play a move like this. I'm just going to castle, and so this is a fork. On the queen and the bishop. My opponent played that move pretty quickly. Yeah, so he's going to need to move the queen again. If he moves it here, I actually have a discovery on the queen like this, and I can win the rook. So we're up a piece, which is nice. Our king feels pretty safe at the moment. Not sure what that's doing. I can defend the knight if I want to, but I think moving it back is fine. I could also just defend it. That might be fine as well. We'll just defend it. My opponent's playing pretty strangely. But I think that he shouldn't be too worried. I make mistakes all the time, so he may very well be able to annoy me to death. You know, I could easily lose a piece. I want to start trading. I kind of want to do this to get in here. This is another wild fork. I won't pre-move it just in case he misses something, but yeah. You can't do this, man. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't. So this has turned into a little bit of a crush mode. He's playing, like I said, in a pretty awkward way. So I would say maybe you know, try not to play like this if you can. So I want to maybe try and do something like that. He goes right back. So interesting. He's letting me just kind of do whatever I want. So my queen's in a weird spot. It would probably be nice to get this knight in here somehow. Some way. We're up a rook and a bishop, so this game is definitely won now. We just want to trade everything down. And, yeah, I mean, take the, okay, that works, my friend, that works. I've been moving this piece quite a few times, so I'm wondering maybe if I can get in here to try and trade a bit. Let's see. I'm fine with this if he wants to trade. Maybe taking this way is better. We'll take this way. Definitely not better. Should probably take the bishop. Get the rook to the b file, kind of make a love for the king maybe, and go from there. Again, this is another fork, so he needs to do something about it. If he pushes, I actually can't take. So if he pushes, I need to go back. Or I could come back over here. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm sorry, dude. Just making sure he doesn't have anything crazy. I don't want to get freaking checkmated in one move. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, brother. This is not fun for you. We're gonna take the knight, no matter what. Bring the rook to the file. I know I've said it a few times now. Make a love for the king, and yeah, we're going. Probably bring the queen. Bring the rook over. Put the other rook on the b file. This went 100% different than the game that I just played. I got my butt kind of kicked on the last game that I played, so... Alright, my opponent resigns. I don't blame him. We played with 86.8% accuracy. They played with 76.2. Got us up to 1174 rating. I was rated 1173, and then I lost the game, and then I played this one. So the queen move was inaccurate. It just allows me to pin myself. This is a better way to go about it because he actually can't take. If he comes down like this, then he could take, but he doesn't have time. So he'd have to back up, and we just get a big boy center, which is kind of sweet. I can win this pawn immediately. That would have been a nice move. This was also inaccurate. Bringing the knight in would have been sweet. I get this. My bishop can drop back to help defend the pawn if need be. It can also come here. So it's still an equal game. Like nothing crazy. Okay, so I had like 3 or 4 inaccurate moves in a row. It really wanted my knight there, I guess, to win the pawn, and it, you know, it puts pressure on these pieces. I don't like moving a piece 2 times in the opening. This was inaccurate. It wanted me to do this, but I thought we played fine here. That was a lot of inaccuracies in a row, but this ended up being a blunder. This forked the bishop, and so this was inaccurate again. It just wants me to move the knight. I like making my opponent think in ways like that. This gave me a fork. He kind of just let me do everything I wanted here. Took his bishop, brought the knight back, got another fork. I mean, I feel bad. It doesn't feel good to play against somebody that was playing like that. He played like a 900. Like, he played a pretty poor game, I would say, which sucks because I'm sure he plays pretty well to be rated at least over 1100. So I know how it feels. I've had those days for sure. You guys definitely let me know when I have them too. So I played like a 1550, and our middle game was just fantastic. So I was seeing all the things. We played a pretty awesome middle game. And yeah, let's I'll show you the game before this. Like I said, if you made it this far, thank you. This game was not nearly as fun for me. I thought that we were playing all right at first, but I do want to see where I went wrong. So my opponent plays a King's Indian, and when I play against the King's Indian, I kind of switch to almost like a different setup, and I try to push for e4. And this is always an inaccuracy, but taking is not right. He takes, and then he goes for this. I get this. He castles, which is definitely the best move. I played this, but taking here is even better. So I didn't play terribly. It just slides over, and then what's the thought? Then we back up, and we take their bishop. This feels pretty destructive. So I was trying to see stuff like that. What ended up happening in the game was I did this, he castled, and I just dropped my bishop back because I wanted to play this move. Now, what he did next was he just took a pawn and defended this. And I was like, oh, crap. Maybe I messed up. So I took this pawn. I did think it was the better move, but I do this next. And taking the bishop is actually the better way, and we just saw why. He takes with the rook. I move the bishop here. I guess he just gets developed a bit. We take, and it ends up being pretty nice for us. The king is kind of wide open. But I played this kind of inaccurately. I did take the bishop. Or, excuse me. We trade off the dark squared bishop. Black is just better here. So this is why I lost the game right here. I knew this wasn't a good move, but in the game, I didn't see that I could just take this with check and win the rook. Makes a lot of sense. But I instead did this, which is a worse blunder, right? Like, the whole point is playing that. So, he did this. He takes my rook. I take, and I actually just kind of quit playing because I felt like I had a good plan at first, but I realized I had missed something right there. And I went back and discovered that I missed knight to g6 check, and I would have won the rook, and I would have been just crushing. But, yeah, those were the 2 games I played today. I hope you enjoyed. I think the game that we just played live was quite a bit better than this one. But I just need to remember that I have the tactics, and he fell into everything that I wanted, but I just need to take my time. I have 9 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. Just because my opponent's playing fast does not mean that I need to play that fast. However, I am working on my speed. I'm trying to get faster at chess. I've been playing more blitz and stuff, so it's been helping with my time management a bit. And also, I'm trying to explain my moves, but not explain as many dumb moves as I come up with. Because, you know, I'll say moves like this in the game, which obviously that's not a move because the rook can just take it. So we don't even need to vocalize it unless I'm just missing something. But we don't need to vocalize it. Instead, we could say, you know, knight to here, and then he takes this pawn. And then we take this pawn with check, but you know what I mean. Like, so I need to have more concrete ways of talking when I play chess. But it's a work in progress. I'm getting better slowly and surely. It's my own journey, and I've been having a good time with it. It's fun. And I appreciate all of you guys for supporting me. It really helps, like, motivate me every day to keep doing this, because I do wake up some days, go to work, and come home and, like, don't feel like I want to make a video. But I think it's overall pretty beneficial, and this has been the coolest thing that I've probably ever done, just like as a hobby. So it's been really fun. Anyways, enough of that crap. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. See you then.